What's up, guys? Joey Ball's Clutch Up Garage back here with another one. Today I'm going to show you how to install, very simple install. It's going to be an air cleaner on your Harley. This really goes for twin cam, Evo, MA. It's all pretty much the same, very simple. We're going to be installing the Arlen ness Big Sucker. In my opinion, I'm not a big fan of the big, gaudy, crazy air cleaners. I just like something simple. This is a super simple design. It does the job intended. It's called a stage one. I don't believe in stages on a motorcycle. But anyway, and actually the stock cover will fit. I really like the look of the stock cover. It keeps it clean. It's got good chrome on it. So I'm going to leave the stock cover and run this filter behind it. So yeah, let's dig into this. This is a really simple job. It can be accomplished with just simple, minimal hand tools. You got your Allen heads here. You're going to have some Torx bits back there, some T27s. And your kit with your new air cleaner should come with the gasket to go in between your intake port and the backing plate. That's super important to make sure you get on there right. You want to make sure that the old gasket material on your intake port is clean. You don't want to have any messed up, nasty stuff back there, or else you will get an air leak. And as everybody knows, an air leak on an engine is never good. Very quick and simple job, easy enough. You can do it on the kickstand here. So I got some Allen sockets here. Of course, SAE, American sockets. It's a Harley. Damn it. It's not a metric bike. So please, please, please get your American tools out. If you don't got any, buy some if you're planning on working on your Harley. So we're just going to pop the outer cover off this real quick and get back in here to the air cleaner itself. Very clean, very simple. Nothing special about the stock cover. Move you in a little closer in here with me. You got your 3 Torx bits, again, T27s. I already popped those loose, so we'll get those out of there. These are 1/2 inch. I'll go ahead and take these out. And that's all that holds the factory air cleaner on. And there's those 2 completely loose, and then pop it right off, and there you go. This is your intake port here, and that gasket is absolutely baked on, so we are probably going to have some material that sticks to that. I'll show you how to clean it. You want to make sure you don't want to drop any material down in there. So there's the old gasket came off. Now, when you're looking at this, you see you got some gasket material here, here, and here. So you want to make sure you get all this off. If you don't, you may have an intake leak, and that'll cause it to idle erratically, maybe low idle, high idle, run like crap. So you want to make sure you get all this material off and get it cleaned up. I'm going to get a razor blade. You got to be very careful using a razor blade. But to get this thicker material off, and then I'll Scotch-Brite around all this to get it clean. Got my razor blade here. You want to be super careful doing this. I'm just getting this excess material off. Keep it nice and flat. You don't want to gouge this. And you're not going to get all of it with the razor blade, but get the most of it. Again, keeping your razor blade as fat as possible. You don't want to gouge this housing up, because then you're going to be in a world of hurt when you need to buy another one. Have some brake clean. Get my Scotch-Brite a little wet. And again, we're not digging into this. We're just cleaning it up a little bit. Getting all that excess gasket off. Take your rag. Like that. Get all your gunk and crap out of your intake port here. Don't want that engine sucking any of that in there. And there you go. Just like that, you have a perfectly clean, good mating surface to put your new gasket on. In the Arlen ness Big Sucker kit, you're going to get this bag of goodies. Get it opened up and dumped out. So, you got 2 washers. Those are going to be for the breather bolts. So hang on to those, put them in a safe spot. You got your O-rings. That's going to mate against the heads on the bike to the backing plate of your intake. So that way it's sealed. Put those in the safe place. A sticker with a part number probably on it. I'm not sure. Then you have another little bag here. Now this little bag has 3 Allen bolts. Those are what are going to be hold on the air cleaner to the actual studs here, and then put those in a safe place. Then you got 3 studs, and if you look at these studs, they have Allen heads on the top. These are going to go into these here, and that's what holds the backing plate to the intake port. So what I like to do, these are 1/8 inch Allen studs. I like to take some Loctite. You can use red or blue. I prefer red because these will never be coming out. Take some Loctite. Gonna just dabble a little bit on there. Then the socketed end, that's going to be on the outside, and this is going to be the side towards the bike. So you're going to take these, thread them in, and tighten them down with your 1/8 inch Allen. So that's what these are going to look like when you're done. Now we're going to head back over to the bike, get the new intake seal put on, get these put on, and yeah, we're pretty much basically done. I also want to show you how to go ahead and put your intake backing plate together. So in your kit, you got your new breather bolts, which are these here. And you also get 2 washers, these here, and they are going to go here and here. Then you have your 4 O-rings. So take your O-rings out. There's lots of ways to hold these on. I mean, they almost hold themselves on. Actually, they went on there pretty nice. But you see when I pick it up, it falls out. So I take just a hair of grease on these. Make some kind of stick where you want them. And you got 2 in the front here. And you got 2 in the back. And that just seals everything up. Take your bolts, drop those there. Okay, back over to the bike. Just checking to reassure our O-rings are still in place on the air cleaner. We'll go ahead and wipe off these. There's no gunk or anything in the way, and make sure they seal good. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start. Just ever so lightly start these. No need for Loctite on those. Then, the studs we just put together, we have those and the new gasket. So you're going to figure out which way it goes, which it looks to be right there. Going to pop in like that, just make sure it's flat. And you're going to take it, slide it up in between, line up your holes, and take your studs that you just put together and pop it in there like that. And again, we're just starting these. We're not going to torque them down yet. So we got everything in there fitted loose, not snug, just loose. Make sure everything lines up, everything feels really kosher. So now we're going to go ahead and snug everything, not torque, just snug. Snug this one down. And get your washer because they will get in the way. Snug this one down. Go ahead and snug these. Don't go too crazy tight. Just nice and snug. Breathers. Just snug. You definitely don't want to break these off into the heads. We're going to go ahead and torque these down. It is 36 to 60 inch-pounds. In their directions, they actually do call to Loctite these in. I personally am not going to, just because this assembly may come off often when we're working on other parts of the bike. So I'm not going to Loctite them. Use your own discretion there. if you want to Loctite those onto your bike. And these two are 10 to 12 foot-pounds, but this torque wrench right here is pretty dialed in. They should be close. Now, you got your filter element. We will pop it on. It is oiled, and I believe it does call for Loctite on these. But again, I'm not going to. There's no chance if these fall out that they would end up in the intake itself. So, not too concerned about that. And it's a small Allen. Put those on. Grab your Allen keys. It is a 5/32. Go ahead and get those each snug before I torque them. I dropped it. Snug. And snug. Now we'll go ahead and just give these a good tightening. Don't got to be crazy tight again. There isn't really much on these bikes that needs to be crazy tight, other than the compensator. It's pretty dang tight. It's 160 foot-pounds. That's tight. So that's pretty much it. Now you just got to put your outer plate on, whichever you are going to use. Again, I'm using the stock outer cover. I like the look of it. It's got nice chrome on it. I like the stock look. I don't like a big gaudy air cleaner. And this gives you the performance of an aftermarket air cleaner. Of course, Arlen ness, one of the best in the business. So, make sure it doesn't look wonky as hell. Okay, guys, and that's a wrap. That was just a quick, simple, easy way to install a new air cleaner, get a little better performance out of your Harley Davidson. Of course, I always suggest if you're going to install a part like this or a free-flowing exhaust, something of the sort, you should flash tune your bike or get a dyno tune. These small mods, a flash tune, that won't be a problem at all. But that was just a quick and easy, simple tutorial on how to install it. It's, again, an Arlen ness Big Sucker intake. Thank you guys so much for watching. A lot more videos to come, so please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and just stay tuned. Thanks, guys.